I think that's kind of like why it's called the Florida Man Big Band, because the Florida Man like gives this like idea of chaos. And so like that's something I want to represent in the band. It's like we can do this, we can do that, we can do this. Been playing since sixth grade, so sixth grade I was 13, so that's 10 years, 15 years. Okay, I guess 15 years is probably closer to correct. Our YouTube channel is probably the main thing people know us from. And then just in the Orlando area, like everyone's like talks to their friends like, oh, there's this big band that plays like a lot of anime and video game music. Whenever I would bring a chart into like college bands, it doesn't really matter how hard it is because you basically have as much time as you need to rehearse it. So the biggest difference is rehearsal time, I'd say. For a group like this, you only have 2 hours a month. And so the chart needs to be performed in a very short amount of rehearsal time. And writing for that has been something that I've been adjusting to as we've been progressing through rehearsals. Some of the challenges I faced early on were definitely getting players together and managing schedules. That's still probably the hardest part, is like just finding 17 people who can all make this specific time, this specific location, and play this specific music. So the music, it's mainly just what I want to play, honestly. Like other people can suggest stuff and I'll probably bring stuff in if they suggest it, but a lot of it is just my musical direction. I'll be like, oh, I want to play this song, let me write an arrangement of it. The general direction I want to go with the group is honestly just wherever we can go. Like I think a big part of the Florida Man Big Band is that we could go play at like Timucua, for example, and do like a set of more classic big band standards, and then we could go play like at an anime convention and just exclusively play like Ado, Suisei, Akos Bales. Like one of our videos, we did this cover of Hero from Limbus Company, and that one got like, I think at the moment it's over 100K views. People know about the group mainly through social media and then also our YouTube channel. I try to post on our social media channel a decent amount. We haven't rehearsed in a couple months, so posting hasn't been as frequent. We have our next rehearsal in a couple weeks, and posting should resume once we have footage to post again. Especially in the modern music landscape, you're basically required to have a social media account and do all the posting and everything. I see like a lot of posts on like social media about it, actually, how like a part of being a musician now is that you have to make like funny videos on the internet to, blow up. And there's definitely like bands that get called for gigs or get asked to do gigs without any sort of like social media presence, but those are bands that have like been around since like the Stone Age. And so for like a new band, you basically have to have a social media presence to even get your foot in the door. Although I guess if I could wave a wand, I was going to say public transportation, but that isn't supporting musicians like specifically. I mean, I guess it could, but also public transportation in Orlando would be hard because, it's so gigantic. Just make every single music video have the money to pay musicians exorbitant amounts for every single concert they do, and also actually give that money to the musicians instead of just lining their own pockets with it. Not saying they do that, I'm just saying in like this hypothetical scenario. Not related to music, but I feel like there's a very big rhythm game scene in Orlando. Rhythm games are like one of the primary influences for the Florida Man Big Band. Like pretty much all of the anime music or music from VTubers or video game music is mainly inspired by me just playing like rhythm games over and over and over again. Like in Orlando, you have Arcade Monsters. You have 3 locations in Orlando, actually. You have the Lake Mary one, the Oviedo one, and the iDrive one. You also have Arcade Time on iDrive, which is like literally right next to Arcade Monsters. And then also you have H-Mart, which has rhythm games, even though they're not a specific arcade. And that's probably like my favorite non-music thing about Orlando, is just how in close proximity other rhythm games are. One thing I'm looking forward to doing with the band in the future is definitely playing anime conventions. That's like one of the things I've always wanted to do, like just with bands in general. And I think the set list that we have with the Florida Man Big Band would lend itself very naturally to that. And then also putting out more music. I'm hoping to release a EP for Christmas called a Florida Man Christmas, where we do an instrumental arrangement and then a couple songs with Hatsune Miku and Kasane Teto. Scheduling is the big thing. That's going to be a challenge every single month, and it's just the nature of running a big band with 17 of like Orlando's top musicians. My favorite thing about composing jazz music, I don't want to say it's like when it's over, but I really like just hearing the final product, like seeing what the musicians do with it. How can I put like my original spin? If I'm writing an arrangement, how can I put my original spin on this in a way that still sounds good? It's hard coming up with just one. I'd say like a big one is like playing music by some of like my favorite musicians and inspirations. Like we play a lot of VTuber music, for example, and we're the only band that does that. And it's just really cool to be able to play like music by like the people I spend so much time like watching. And then also like the friends I've made by like just creating this band and running it. Like I'm pretty introverted, and so I don't really go out to stuff a lot. And so like this band has helped me like make friends that I probably wouldn't have made otherwise, like just staying in my room pretty much all the time.